As a man, I'm going to say this very clearly. You should never, ever be influenced or pulled or look for the validation or approval of women to define who you are as a man. Listen to me when I tell you this. The more you become the man she wants, the less you become the man she respects. What I'm here to talk to you about today is female testing. Most people think she's testing for strength, but she's not. And I'm going to reveal that in this video. Quite often you'll hear things like, you're too intense, you're too focused on work, you're not available enough, you don't listen to me, I want you to feel more deeply. And you, wanting to keep the peace, wanting to keep her, you soften, you adjust, you become a little less of what you were when she met you. And she seems happier for about a week until it starts to kick in again that there's something else that you need to change. This is not a communication problem. This is not a compatibility problem. This is a test. Most of you out there have failed this. I know because I've failed this in the past before. In relationships, there's a sharp aspect to this that we need to understand. And that is that every relationship essentially runs on three different types of exchanges. These exchanges are called currencies in my world. They bring value. And the value is sex, security, and friendship. Not romance, not feelings. These are currencies to be exchanged. And here's what most men miss when they hear this model. All things require one thing to function. Difference. You cannot have sexual polarity without two distinct poles. You cannot provide genuine security without a self that is stable enough to provide from. You cannot offer real companionship without an interior that is actually yours. And another person needs to be able to encounter that and push against it. The moment you start changing for her and to meet her preferences, you are not improving the relationship. You are collapsing the architecture by which she's trying to trust you. This is how it works. Here's what the pressure to change actually is. She's not trying to build a better version of you. She is running a test that she may not even be consciously aware of. In fact, I would almost say that it's definitely unconscious in this aspect. She doesn't know that she's doing this. So this is not something to be held against her, but rather it's something to understand. In all of my work, when relationships start to come to this place, there's never something to fix. There's just something to understand. What she's testing you for is simple. What she's asking unconsciously is this man anchored to himself? Or will he move if I push? Most of you are going to move when she pushes. Because what a woman needs to feel safe with a man, what activates genuine respect and attraction, is the answer to that question. A man who holds his ground when he's pressed is a man who can be trusted to hold ground when it matters. Where this comes in is she's going to go, if he can't hold it when it matters with me, he can't hold it when it matters with the world. He can't hold it when it matters in crisis, with other people, when there's real pressure being applied. A man who adjusts himself every single time he's uncomfortable or she's uncomfortable is demonstrating something very different. He's demonstrating that his identity is conditional, that it depends on her approval to stay intact. That's not safety. That's instability in the form of agreeableness. And she will feel this in her nervous system. Even if she can't name it, even if she consciously believes that she wants you to change, the conscious request is, please be more like me. The subconscious test is, please tell me no. Here's what that simple model cannot tell you. It can show you the mechanics, sex, security, friendship, and companionship. That's the what. What it cannot tell you is why a man who understands all of this still folds the moment that she's unhappy, still softens his edge, still shrinks his focus, still apologizes for being exactly who he is. The reason isn't strategy. The reason is there's a fundamental flaw in your structure. Beneath the conscious mind that is reading the frameworks and watching the videos, there is a subconscious identity that was formed long before any of this that you're not even aware of. Most men were conditioned early to experience their own distinctness vis-a-vis difference as a problem. In the earliest relational environment, in the mother bond, you learn something about what happens when you take up too much space, when your wants are too strong, when you refuse to adjust. You see, unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, women don't know how to be men. And women can't raise boys into men. Only men can do that. Unfortunately, women have no experience of ever being a masculine man. I saw another reel by an actress, Jamila someone, she's English, and she's like banging on about how real men do this and what a real man is and the most masculine man. I'm sorry, she's a woman. She has no idea what it means to be a man. The problem is women are lapping this up, and then men, through their inability to hold authority and function, structure, and stability internally, fall for the narrative. So then they think that what the woman wants is what she's requesting of you, when that's not the case. She's not testing you for strength. She's testing you for weakness. So back in our childhood, when your wants were too strong, when you were told to just be a nice little boy, when you actually refused to adjust to that, maybe you learned that your distinctness, your difference, caused withdrawal. That being fully yourself cost you connection, or even worse, punishment. So you adapted. You start to learn to read the room. You start to learn to smooth your edges. You suppress your risk-taking, dominance, even aggressiveness in order to suit the environment, to become whatever version of you needed to be there in order to keep the peace, to satisfy your mum. That strategy kept you safe as a boy, but it will destroy you as a man. It is destroying you over and over, and your relationships, because you are now applying a survival mechanism, one that you learned at age 5 or 7 or 8, to a dynamic that requires the opposite response. The conditioning will tell you, change or lose her. The truth is, change and lose her, just more slowly. This is the trap of sameness that starts to come in, and society is hell fucking bent on making men more like women. And it's the sameness trap. She will push for sameness. You'll comply, and the gap between you closes. And the gap is exactly what attraction runs on. Now, here's a caveat with this, and this is important. Quite often you'll see the women that want this are the ones that grew up with either unpredictable fathers or no father. So what she's requesting of you is merely to understand how you're feeling so she can feel at ease and safety. Because what would happen back in the day, if her father was unpredictable, she didn't know what she was getting, so she's simply trying to identify that. There's ways around this. There's ways to be able to be with that. Okay? There's ways to describe how you're feeling without falling into your feelings and collapsing. Because what a woman wants from a man is containment. She wants to know he can have feelings and emotions, but not flood her with them, not make her the mother. That's what children do. So what's the important thing here? The important part here is to say no. Saying no to her pressure to change is not aggression. It's not cruelty. It's not telling her that her needs don't matter or dismissing what she's feeling. It is the clean, grounded, non-negotiable presence of a man who knows who he is and does not require her approval to remain that way. As a man, I'm going to say this very clearly. You should never, ever be influenced or pulled or look for the validation or approval of women to define who you are as a man. Listen to me when I tell you this. The more you become the man she wants, the less you become the man she respects. So what does that look like? It sounds like and looks like, I hear you, but this is who I am. It looks like returning to your work after the conversation instead of ruminating for 3 days. It feels to her like she's pushing up against something solid, something that doesn't move. And that is solidity. That is immovability. And that's not what drives her away. It's actually what keeps her where you want her to be. It is what makes her feel something she has not felt since the beginning of the relationship. It's probably why you're watching this video, because she met a man at the beginning And she has been slowly replacing him with a reflection of herself ever since. And the day you stop cooperating with that replacement is the day the dynamic changes. This is why Beauty and the Beast is the most popular fairy tale, or one of all time. She tames the beast. She doesn't want to tame the beast. Okay? You cannot continue to adjust yourself to keep her comfortable. You cannot keep shrinking yourself. You cannot keep softening your focus or being swayed by her to get approval or validation, or abandoning your position. That's not love. That's not what she's looking for. That is a guilt structure that's running your relationship. It's manipulative. And that's a boy psychology response to a grown man's dynamic. I'm running more options to understand this more deeply. So sign up below. There's a link in the caption, and get my free ebook below to begin understanding where this all comes from. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If this landed, share it with a man who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.